All right. Hello. We are doing Coffee with Coaches, first edition for 2021. And we're doing it obviously in separate locations. So I'm sitting in my office and Coach Holst is chilling at home. But we wanted to come to you and talk to you about how our season kicked off, our 2021 season, 2021 track season. We're going to have to specify those things since we're going to have multiple seasons overlapping. But we wanted to jump on and kind of give you some highlights and talk about some of the great things that have happened this season so far. So we'll kick it off. Last weekend, we were at Wartburg. They had a triangular meet. So it was Wartburg, us, and Grandview University. And for the most part, kicking off 2021, it actually went pretty well. What do you think, Coach Holst?
Yeah, I thought it was a good start. Obviously, it's been a while. I mean, for a lot of our returners, it's been a year since they've competed on the track. For our incoming freshmen that didn't even get a track season, it's almost been 2 years since they competed on the track. So we had some rust to shake off, but I think we did a great job. Some nerves to kind of try to overcome in that first time back on the track and on the field, and but I thought we handled it well, and we took a good first step in our journey together this winter and spring.
Exactly. Like I was going to say, when you were like, hey, it was the first time for a lot, I felt so rusty going into the meet. Like I forgot what I was doing, like from the entries to the buses to getting there. I was like, oh yeah, I had to remind myself. So it was a rust buster for literally everybody.
Yeah. I mean, only having one coach allowed in an area, not being able to, move around ourselves like we're used to, just with COVID protocols. It was different, but like I said, I think everyone handled it really well. Like Wartburg did a phenomenal job running the meet. Yes. And I think all the teams there did a great job of adhering to what was asked of and just competing and enjoying the opportunity again to be back doing it.
Yeah, most definitely. And like specifically what you said, just not having spectators in there, it's a totally different feel. But Coach Holst was amazing for the cross country season and came up with this way to live stream. So hopefully you all were able to check out the meet on the live stream. And then if you haven't, I believe you reposted it anyway up on YouTube. So definitely go check that out if you missed it. And we're going to do the same thing again this weekend as we're heading to Graceland University in Lamoni. But back to Wartburg, we had such an amazing meet, I think, for what it was. Like we were saying, a rust buster, and a lot of people haven't competed for a number of years. To have individuals come out and PR and win events. I mean, this was one of the better first meet showings, which is crazy because I said this last year too. one of the better first meet showings that I think we've had in a long time. And that's awesome that I can continue to say that year after year, that we keep getting better and better. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think, obviously there's a lot of highlights. We're going to miss some highlights, but we wanted to point out a few of them. I think one big one that kicked off the meet for us was Bree Nail set a school record in the shot put as a freshman. So to come in and do that right off the bat is huge and awesome, really exciting to, see what her future is going to bring because she's sitting number 7 in the country right now after the first week. So to do that as a freshman was awesome.
Yeah. That's totally not expected at all. So we had that kicking off the meet. In the long jump, we had our sophomore, Lexi Johnson, kicked off the meet with a new PR. I mean, she's been grinding and hustling all fall long. And for her to come in and, I mean, it's a new attitude for her this year. And she almost every one of her jumps but one beat her PR from last indoor season. So I know that was a great boost for her, and it was definitely a great boost for me as we were setting the tone between Bree and Lexi for how the rest of the day was going to go. In the 60-meter hurdles, we had a victory there from another freshman, which is crazy to say. Freshmen aren't supposed to be able to come in and do this. You're not supposed to make noise. Freshmen, you're supposed to wait. But for her to come in a 60-meter final, and some of the schools that we were going against are notorious for being sprinters and hurdlers. And for us to have representation in the finals of those events and to win this event is really showing the direction that our athletes are taking the program, especially in the power events. for schools that are notorious for power events, for us to be able to jump in there exactly how Coach Holst and I knew that we'd be able to, the athletes are starting to realize that, and they did that this weekend. So,
yep, and on top of that, Lexi won the 200 as well. So I can't take that away. Taking two event wins is pretty awesome to see. Again, I think a big change in that was just that attitude and desire to be out there this year, and she's ready to go every single time. I mean, she was itching. I think the whole team was talking about how she was probably the most excited to be back competing, and it showed. Last week. So excited to see what she does this week. Some other highlights we had. I mean, Annie Ertz continuing to do what she does, leading wire to wire. She won both the mile and 1K again, sitting fourth in the mile in the nation and fifth in the 1K right now. So we're going to try to bring those times down yet, make sure we secure those spots at nationals. Kelsey Hundorf set a PR in the 5K. In her first time running 25 laps indoors, which is not super fun to come out and do, but really showed some grit. And on the mid distance side, Javanziel came out and posted a number 5 all-time mark in the 800 for us as a freshman, and that's just going to keep coming down because he's only been with us for about a month after playing soccer this fall. So that fitness and just being newer to indoor, those kinds of things are going to come down. And yeah, I think we showed a lot of grit coming out of the gate.
Yeah. And I mean, don't even forget Cam won the mile as well. So, I mean, we had a lot of great things, a lot of great victories across the board. But like Coach Holst and I keep saying, there's always room for growth, and we're going to continue to get better as the season goes forward. So, for a first meet, getting that under our belts, getting some of the nerves out, operating in the environment that COVID has presented us with, I was very pleased to walk away from that meet with the performances that we had, with the attitudes that we had, and the hunger that we have leading up into this weekend and every other weekend going forward. Like we said, this weekend we're going to be at Graceland University. We're leaving tomorrow morning. It's a Friday meet, so we'll have the live stream going tomorrow, so you can check out what we have there. It's going to be a bigger meet, so I think the kids are excited to get out and compete in an environment that more resembles what a track meet will look like. So,
yeah, and hopefully our live stream's a little easier to identify who's competing. We'll be able to get these down at track level, the cameras down at track level, and get you a little closer angle. At Wartburg, we were upstairs and couldn't get them down by the field event areas. So hopefully this one's a little easier for you to see your Mustangs competing and just see the action a little bit better.
Yeah. So before we sign off, there's going to be kind of 2 sign-offs. They're going to be the sign-off for this. And so this is going to be my last coffee with coaches. I'm sure that you all got the email from Coach Holst, and you've seen some of our social media postings. So I will be stepping away from my role as head track and field and assistant cross country coach here at Mount Mercy. I've been doing a lot of reflecting over the last couple of weeks and thinking about this move. And every time I want to get sad, I get happy that you all chose me as your representative to bring this Mustang reality to the forefront. I'm kind of getting tongue-tied for words because there's so much that I want to say. But the main thing is thank you. I've had such a fun time leading this program. There's the memories, there's stories. I've been here since 2012, so this has been a huge part of my life and my upbringing, and I don't think that I would have wanted to choose to spend it anywhere other than here. For Coach Holst, like he and I have been on a roll together. I've loved our time together. We've grown a lot over the past 4 years that we've been together. We've done a lot of cool things, this being one of them. Just a lot of great positive memories that I'm going to have here. And when I'm looking forward to the future, I know that I've left things in good hands. Not even that I left them, that we've created such a culture that there's nowhere for us to go but up. And I'm excited to sit back as a spectator and see things from the outside looking in, and to watch this program continue to grow, to watch the great and amazing things that we've kind of planted grow into amazing trees. And I just can't thank you all enough for letting me be an adopted Mustang for as long. I don't even feel like I'm adopted anymore. I feel like I am a full-fledged Mustang. So thank you all for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, one thing that Coach Stevens and I have always have been saying since we started here is, legacy starts here. And I think, he's done that to a T. Like Coach Stevens has left his legacy here, just in the way that he treats staff, student athletes here, that he elevates everyone that comes in contact with him. I'm a better person and a better coach because of him, and being able to work side by side with him each day. And I'm super grateful, not just for that partnership, for the friendship that we've had and will continue to have. You're not leaving. You're not leaving me, man. But like I said, I mean, he's elevated things day in and day out. We're trying to get better. We're trying to make this program better. We're trying to make our athletes become the best that they can be, but we're trying to be better as coaches and as men as well. And he's lived that to a T. And like I said, that legacy that he's left is going to live on. And we're going to do everything we can to make sure that what he's taught us and what he's instilled in this program continues to be a part of it forever. And a part of that legacy is, he's really upped the apparel game here at Mount Mercy. I mean, we got like those banquet the conference meals and, pre-nationals meals, like that dress game is way up because of Coach Stevens now. So I'm sure is going to stay as part of the program now.
Somebody has to rock an all blue super suit at some point.
Come on, you got to say it one last time for the kids, right?
I know. I should have worn a turtleneck today and came out with my super suit. But like I know Coach Holst is throwing a lot my way, but a lot of this was the partnership. Like I could be who I was because he is who he is, and he could be who he is because of who I was. And it really was a partnership, but I'm really excited to see how this program grows, and that's a part of life. That's a part of our maturity as people, is we change and things change. And I know that we've planted the seeds to make this an amazing program. A destination program is what we wanted. So with that, here comes the second send-off. We will see you all hopefully tomorrow at the COVID series that Graceland is putting on live stream. So you'll see our faces tomorrow. We'll be there all day, and we'll be doing our thing just like we did last weekend. So we'll check you all tomorrow. And for one last time, I'm going to sign off and say, go Mustangs.